predictable win for the Indian team in the first T20 match. Let's talk all about the series and the rest of the matches here at Timeout with SportsAdda. Arun, when I was watching the game yesterday, the memories which came to me as a cricket fan was Sanat Jayasuriya having that wonderful 1990s and 2000s against India, where he used to go and smash our bowlers all throughout. Ishan Kishan looked in that kind of form yesterday. He was really enjoying himself.
For a second, it was giving me nightmares already, Akhil. When you mentioned Jayasuriya, I was already thinking, oh no, what is Akhil getting to? But you're right. Good to see Ishan Kishan, deliver the goods back like he did yesterday, Akhil. But this now creates an interesting conundrum, doesn't it, for the Indian team management?
So there is obviously Rohit Sharma, there is KL Rahul, now there is Ishan Kishan. So you already have three excellent choice openers who can bat at a good pace, and then you have to bat Virat Kohli at number 3.
Exactly. I was about to say, where is Virat Kohli's name?
So out of these 4 now, you have to at least play 3 in the top order. Hopefully Kishan, being a left-hander, will also be considered, because he's, apart from Rishabh Pant now, he's the only guy who's there in the team as a top order batter. But I wanted to make a point, Arun. I mean, I was watching the match yesterday. Sri Lanka looked like they were not ready for playing an international game. They've just turned in from Australia. I think they are still jet lagged. I don't think they've moved away from the Australian timing. And getting into and playing that match, they looked unprepared, very frankly, yesterday. I was expecting a little more out of them. It's very tough to adjust. The timings must have gone like really awry, and adjusting to the pace, bounce, just the light and the conditions around them in India must have been so different. So it's a little unfair to them, but I hope they find something to give themselves up, isn't it?
Life of an international cricketer these days, Akhil. It's all about, look, it's like in the past, there's no cricket season now, if you understand what I mean, right? Now cricket's become a 24/7, 365-day kind of a calendar, There's cricket being played somewhere, every single hour of the day, every single day of the year. So that's the life of an international cricketer these days. But yeah, I mean, Sri Lanka weren't there. It didn't help them that, several of their players weren't available, picked up niggles, didn't have time to recover. Yeah, I mean, not fair on them. But like I said, the show must go on. Sponsors have invested money on this series. Sponsors have invested money on teams. The broadcasters invested money on the series. So the lot's riding, so the show must go on again.
Indian team also has missed, if you look at the pattern, Arun, and I've been trying to maybe just jot it down in my own personal diary and see how it's progressing. If you see every series that is happening, there are 1 or 2 players who are getting injured. Now this time it's Surya Kumar Yadav. We saw the injury to Deepak Chahar in the last match that he was playing. So it looks like a pattern where every series we'll have to be prepared with some injury that is going to happen with the amount of cricket going up, it looks scary from the outside, but I guess that is the way, like you said, it's the way that the international format is going to be now.
That's the way it is. That's the modern day cricket calendar. You can't complain about it. Cricketers are earning, broadcasters are earning, sponsors are earning, we are earning, we're being kept busy. Why not? I mean, let's all smile and let's say more matches, please. But yeah, I mean, injuries are part and parcel of a cricketer's career these days, Akhil. You've got to be prepared to miss a certain number of games, especially if you're a team like India, where you play so much cricket, so many different formats. There will come times when you will miss games. But I'll tell you what, we spoke about Sri Lanka missing players. What about the Indian team, Akhil? You mentioned a couple of names. There are so many names missing from the squad. Yet India are on a 10-match winning streak now. And a lot of the players might not have featured in all the 10 games. I mean, there was 5 or 6 matches that India won in the T20 World Cup. But thereafter, 3 against New Zealand, 3 against West Indies. 1 against Sri Lanka now. So 7 here. Incredible run with various different players.
various different players. I don't think there will be very few players who must have played all the matches. And I mean, that's the way that the format is, and that's the way the Indian team is shaping up. Okay, so not much time in between. The team moves from Lucknow to Dharamshala for a one-off game there after a while. So not much time in between. What changes do you think India will try out? Do you think there will be changes where they'll try out different players now?
Actually, Akhil, that's the question I'm going to ask our viewers and our listeners. It's not a contest, but predict the player who played in that first T20I who will miss out the second T20I. Name the one or two cricketers in the Indian team who played in the first T20I who you think will not play in the second T20I. If you get the name right, we'll make a mention of your name, and we'll definitely make a mention of your name on our next show.
Nice. So that's a simpler question than what we normally ask on Timeout with SportsAdda. But yes, in my opinion, Arun, I think Sanju Samson should have a go at the top of the order now. He's in the squad. He's not really a middle order batter. I hope he gets a go to at least maybe couple of the innings which are left. Give him a go.
Who would you play him in place of? Deepak Huda, maybe, you think? But there's no guarantee that if you play him in place of Deepak Huda, he will get a chance to bat. Because Ishan Kishan, after that last knock, is definitely saying, "Not me, don't come near me."
Maybe time for Rohit to have a break and get ready for the Indian T20 league. Jasprit Bumrah
No,
is available, looking like a
he's the
captain
captain,
of the
Akhil.
team.
No, 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 no.
Okay, so going to be
I
interesting
don't
to
see a
see
change
what.
in the top three. Akhil. Honestly, I think the top three remain the same. Rohit will play. Ishan Kishan will play. Shreyas Iyer was a good choice at number three. I thought Shreyas Iyer should have played in every T20I that India played this season, but yeah, that wasn't the case. But good to see him come good in that game. So the top three will remain the same. The only chance, like I mentioned, if they want to give Sanju Samson a run, is Sanju Samson in place of Deepak Huda, but that'll be very unfortunate to leave Deepak Huda out because he's done nothing wrong. I mean, he's done nothing but done nothing wrong.
We are looking for suggestions, names that you think India will make in terms of changes for their team. Please send us your answers. As usual, we read through the comments and see what your thoughts are and discuss that here whenever possible. And we'll be back again. There is not much of a gap in between the T20s and the Test matches. Going to be an interesting phase for Test matches. Arun, Sri Lanka, India have not played Test cricket for a while, so it's going to be interesting to watch that series. We'll be back again at Timeout with SportsAdda. Lots of cricket lined up for the next few months. Thank you so much for joining us.